Hi everyone, this is Claire here, and today I'm just going to do a walkthrough of a new property that I have leased, and I'm just going to point out some of the, well, we're just going to do a walkthrough, let's just put it like that. Because there are some issues going on over here, and I just wanted to film and document it. So, this is the driveway coming in, and I'm just going to take a look at the trash that has been left out in the driveway. Even just in that, but bunch of wood, broken chairs, all around general trash. Nice little hazard for my dog to hurt herself on. Okay, we're just going to take a walk down around the property and then we'll go inside the house because I needed just documentation of what it was like before I've moved in. The tenancy agreement started on September 1st, and you can see my phone here. Hopefully it will, hold on, focus in on this. You can see 9th of September, Wednesday 9th of September. Oh my god. Anyways, I think you got that. Right, got it. So, down the driveway towards the cottage. This is a cottage out on the Black Isle we're renting. Some of the things that the landlord decided after tenancy handover that she wanted to do, I'll show you a list. This gravel here, she said that she was going to have someone come in and remove this gravel or redo this little gravel area here, which just don't want to happen. There's a little shed, which is the boiler house apparently. But inside, as you can see, it is full of landlord's tools, junk. You can't access it. This apparently would have been our only little area that we would have for outdoor storage. As I'll show you that we are locked out of the garage. Anyways, all her junk, and then let's just take a look at this list that she stated at the last minute she was going to be working on. The reason I'm showing all this is because I have unfortunately had to contact a solicitor to help me and guide me through this nightmare, as this woman is turning out frankly to be my worst nightmare. This list is not mandatory work, and she has a ridiculously long list of things that she wants to come over and do, all of which, if she wanted to do, should have been done before the tenancy took over. This is her rotary airer, like a little spinning laundry drying thing, which she stated she was installing out in this area. Well, we did our walkthrough and my mother said she didn't want that, and she started shouting at my mother. She threw some tool that she had in her hand across the garden, and basically my mother was distraught that evening. This door doesn't open, which she then also stated that she was going to be replacing the doors, which we also don't want to happen. Locked out. So we have no access, which she excluded access on the lease. However, we're apparently responsible for the electricity to the room that we are excluded from, or the garage that we are excluded from. Just go ahead and close this door so I don't forget and leave. But as long as we've got clearly seen this, as this is something the solicitor wanted to know about. Okay. Coal bunker. Once again, hasn't been emptied out, full of God knows what. I'm too afraid to put my hand in it, to be honest. Oh my God, it's just absolutely full of bags of junk. Right, I'll turn that over in a minute. So when I came and did the walkthrough the night before, or it would have been on the August 31st, she at that time stated, obviously because the work hasn't been done, the stairs, as you can see, are still not carpeted. There's another story behind that as well. But yeah, so stairs have not been carpeted. So the additional list that she has out there, I asked her, how much longer do you intend to be here working? You know, how much longer do you think it's going to be until you finish this additional list? She stated 10 days. And this is the reason why. It is now the 9th. And as you can clearly see, we have not moved in. The house is empty still because we've been trying to stay out of her way. My mother has been completely distraught about the confrontational manner in which the landlord approached her, and frankly she's scared. She doesn't want to come. The other thing I want to mention on film, although it would be very hard for you to know, I want to state that there is a septic smell coming up from the sink. As you can see, we're not living here. Nobody's living here. So the septic issue is prior to us even moving in, clearly. And I just want to make that abundantly clear on film. Okay. And oh God. Right. There's a little porch. And I've never noticed this before actually. Let's see what's in here. Oh, here's the electricity meter. Actually, that's good. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's see here. We can get that. Okay. That's something I had actually been searching for, so that's good. So I found that, right? Okay. This room is alright, other than the septic smell. And then the old carpet that's down in here, I actually did her to leave it in here because my dog, this would be my dog's kind of room that she lives in most of the time, definitely when I'm not here, and so I didn't want the brand new carpet put in here. So I'm fine with that. Little coal burning fire there that we would have to have ability to store coal, I suppose. Okay, this is the other downstairs living room. Suppose I can turn on the lights, being as I'm paying the electricity. Right. This room, when we were talking with her about this tenancy, she asked, did we want the open fire to stay in here or a wood burner? And we stated that we would like the open fire to remain, but of course we get here and she's done the opposite, because basically she does the opposite of what she says almost every time. I'm very surprised that that old carpet's still there. But it was very important to me that, because this carpet here, which she said she wasn't going to carpet this room, and yet there is a new carpet in here, so just goes to show it's kind of the opposite of what we had discussed and agreed upon. Nevertheless, my elderly mother is coming with me at least through the winter. That's provided that we actually move in here. With the hostility of the landlord, it remains uncertain at this time, but yeah, I mean, you know, I've given up my place, so I am essentially homeless should I not choose to come here. So I'm just going to have to handle this. Motion detector for what purpose? I don't know. She stated that there were cameras on the outside that were non-functional. Didn't say anything about anything internal, motion detectors or anything. But that's that. Right. Stairs have not been carpeted. And once again, per our agreement, where she informed me that she would be needing another 10 days to complete the work, but as you can see, she's not been here. The stairs being carpeted would have been one of those things, but no, not done. Then she did send me a text, I think it was on the 4th, saying the carpet people would be here in the morning, and I was like, okay. Didn't really understand why she was telling me. I've been hiding and staying away to avoid her like the plague. Then of course the next morning I get a disgruntled phone call from her, and I am trying to attend my very first day of college, and here she is calling me. Why am I not over here? Well, I said I had no idea that I was supposed to be there. And I was under the impression that you were there, that you had been working on the place for the past, well, that you were going to be in there for the next 10 days. But of course, as you can see, that's not been the case either. I put a couple of my dresses in here, so this tiny little cupboard. But I just want to point out that there is this box here that is locked, and apparently it is attached to these cameras that I don't know anything about, I have to say. Yeah, the whole thing is just bizarre. So anyway, this room, as you can clearly see, is empty. Right, across the hallway here, into the other unsightly yellow room. And I put a couple of things in here, as you can see. He's put some bedding in the corner here. And other than that, it's empty, and another bag of stuff here. So yeah, this is the padding for the carpet, and she bought me some paint to repaint the color of this room, because I don't, if you've ever read my book, you'll know the story behind it. I don't do yellow. But she decided to paint the room yellow without, of course, without asking. It was white originally when we agreed to take the house, came back the next time and it was bright yellow. But she supplied the white paint, but unfortunately, with all the problems that we've been having with her, I don't trust her. I don't trust her that if I paint it white that she won't, you know, come after me because with her legal actions, as the contract to which she constantly refers states that we can't make any changes to the property. That would include the colour of the walls and the bathroom. Some sausage dogs. Anyways, as you can see, it's empty. Not living here. That is my point. It would have otherwise been a fine house. I mean, you know, it's all right. I mean, the location is what I liked. The views are what I liked. The big garden and space for my German Shepherd to run around, and the field out back where you can see the horses, and you know, it's nice. The location is really nice. Can you see that? Very nice views. But you know, the house has a really bad vibe, and it's this landlord. She's a problem. Big problem. So the harassment continued and continued and continued until I finally last night informed her that should she keep on, that I'm going to file an official complaint against her with the council. So I haven't heard back from her since then, since that little interaction. She will be, well, that's better with the light on, you might actually be able to see something. I haven't heard from her since then, so I would anticipate hearing from her solicitor or somebody in the not too distant future. She's not supposed to have access, but I can tell that she's actually been here this morning because she's pulled some tree branches up towards the front, so I cannot prove it, but I do believe that she has been by. She's probably trying to see if anybody's here. Well, no, I haven't been here, as you told me. You would need 10 more days to complete the work. I'm actually highly concerned about this septic tank issue, because she contacted me last night stating that she was having a plumber come out and give me a choice of dates, and told me that I couldn't use the washing machine until it had been done. It's going to be the 3rd week of the tenancy before the plumber's coming out here. So I asked her, I said, so are you informing me then that you've rented me a property that doesn't have a functional washing machine? And she responded, no, that's not what she's informing me. It's precaution. It's a precautionary measure. And I said, okay, so to clarify, the washing machine is functional, and this is harassment. To which she fired back at me that, you know, which clearly it's not. She's been like this from day one. She's been sending emails referring to her solicitor and lawsuits that she has had to take against people in the past, etc., etc. Just making a big ordeal out of nothing. She just likes to create conflict, clearly. And so I spoke to a solicitor who told me on no uncertain terms am I to agree to give her access for any work that's not mandatory work that I don't want done. I mean, she's a nightmare. That's all I can say. So anyways, I just wanted to have some footage. Oh, this is her texting me again. But yes, I just wanted to have some footage so that I can just show the date of this when we're doing the walkthrough, Wednesday, 9th of September. Right, I'm going to stop this little video here and see what she is texting me now. Thanks, guys. Bye.